Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we are going to be having a look at Magma.
Blend space and time with its past self.
But first, we are going to kick off today with a track by the lovely L'Oreality. This is Feel More Love.
Because music can make me feel things in my body that words can't.
And sort of
Music can make me feel things.
Somebody was having a good time at the end of that song, weren't they? Leela, Reality, there's a pinned comment up the top of the chat if you'd like to go and check out her channel and go and subscribe. And there's also a link there to her song whip, so you can go check out her music on all the streaming services. Do it now. Do it. Or do it later. Or just, I'm not going to get all hippie on you. Boom, just right click and open a new tab. No, I'm not going to do that. Welcome to the show. My name is Jade. This is How to App on iOS, where every day we take a look at apps and things and stuff and music creation and interviews with cool people and all manner of affair. You name it, it's here. Lots of surprises all the time, and I try to keep the show consistently interesting. I don't know if I achieve that. You'll have to let me know. I hope you're all doing good. Welcome to our Wart Warriors. For as little as $1 a month, you become a Wart Warrior. And you can you can get custom emojis in the chat and be a part of our special little live streams that we do that are private, like quizzes and things like that. Anyway, let's say hello to you all. Today, before I say hello, is a double stream. So what will happen at the end of this stream, it will end and you will be dumped over to the second stream. I decided to split the two shows up because they're two totally different apps. And I hate doing shows with two separate apps. Then you got to skip through to get to the app you want. So there'll be a 10-minute buffer between the two shows. And we'll bounce you over to there. And if you'd like to check out the second app, then please do so. Hello, Sean Chandler, Princess LDG, Thomas Christ, Jim Shannon on Sounds. Mateus, welcome. You're a new Wart Warrior, so welcome aboard for you. Thank you very much for becoming a Wart Warrior. Feisty Feather, Leela, the very mod herself, who just played. I saw also Sonic Vibe. Hello to you. And Cold Acre. What's going on? Boom. Right on. Good deal. The Semtex Cow. Hope you're doing all right. Have I got most of you? I think I've got most of Deep Gravity. Let's get some sound effects on that. Deep Gravity. That's deep. I think I've got everybody. Gregory Sullivan, hello to you also. Hope you're doing well. You're up early. Early bird catches the worm. Yeah, it's early here. It's 8:10 a.m. Good times. Alrighty, let's jump in, shall we, and get this thing on the road. First, we shall take a look at any price drops that we have today. Nothing's really changed, I don't think, from yesterday. Boom. Cubasis is on sale for a few dollars off. The fingering apps are still there. Scale Buds on sale over the page. I think MIDI Morphosis is still on sale from yesterday. VHS Synth is on sale, $1 off. MIDI Morphosis and all that. But today we are looking at, in this episode, we're looking at Magma. Now it's super cheap. It's only $2.99. So I'm not sure. I think it will go up. So it's currently 55% off. So by March 31st. So you got a bit of time to decide if you want to get this. But it's only $2.99 US. Hello, Dan Ekberg. Boom. Why am I having a hippie day where I'm breaking into hippie? What is happening? What is going on? What is this thing? Again, sound shaping. Really interesting. So it says here it's a memory warper and propagator. It does some really cool stuff. Again, this year we are getting a whole lot of sound shaping and sound design apps coming out. There's so many of them and it's great. I love these kind of apps. I think they're, I just love really creative apps that let you do things outside of the box and do unique things. And this is another one of these. This is by K Devices, who make this. They also have this available on Mac and desktop if you would like to get this. So here it is here. And it's really cheap on the, I think I saw it, how much is it? Oh, here it is here. Magma, so it's on desktop. Let's see how much it is. Learn more. How much? How much on desktop? It is $39. So quite a difference if you're getting it on PC. So that's 39. Is that euros? Yeah, that's euros. So quite a big difference. And this is a 1-to-1 conversion on iOS for $2.99. Absolutely worth every goddamn cent instead of 39 euros on the desktop. But this is what we're seeing more and more. More desktop quality apps coming direct copies over to our iOS devices. It's awesome. The more we get, the better. Love it. Love it, love it. Hello, Pete Johns. It's Party Punk Pete. The PPP's in the house. Yeah, 10 times the price on desktop. So we're still doing all right. You know, sure, some desktop apps are a little bit more expensive, but some of them like this are pretty neat. All right, I'm going to jump straight in. We're going to open this sucker up. I've got some kind of project that I made last night. I have no idea. And we're going to hear what this thing does and show you, break it all down, how to use it, what all the controls are. And then we'll get out of here and I'll send you all over to the next show where we're looking at, what are we looking at in the next show? Bubbles. Looking at bubbles next. So if I hit play on this and turn my mic off, let's see what you can do with this. Why am I not getting any sound? What's going on? Something's wrong here. This was working earlier. Oh, let's do a thing. That's really odd. Let me load this back up. Bizarre. You got to love live streaming, yeah? So before I started this show, I tested that and it was working lovely. It's in here. Magma 1. We'll try again. Shall we? Should be good now. Fingers crossed. Let's turn all these down. No. Okay. There's sound coming out of here, but there's no sound coming out. I'm confused. I'm confused. I've not had this before. We'll try again. Weird. No. Oh, this one's working. I know why. It's all good. It's all good. This is the issue here. I'm missing. The instrument has been unselected. So let's reload. Decent sampler decided to unload the instrument. All good. I knew it wasn't my setup, man. What's going on? All right, so we'll try this again. So we've got just to let you know, we're kicking off with a glockenspiel. This first instrument that's played. I'll take my mic off. There you go. Lots of fun to be had with this thing. Trust me, this is really interesting stuff. I'm going to mute these two, get rid of these two tracks out of here. And we're going to work on this guitar for a little bit first. Now, I have the guitar running through Zoa. So let me just clear this. We'll pull all this back to 0. There we go. Double tap, double tap, double tap. We're all good here. So what is playing here is just some guitar. I've got 2 tracks of this running through Zoa. So we've got this high guitar. It's on track 2, running at half speed. And then on track 1, we have these low notes playing on the 8th. So if I bring it all back in, all right, so let's go through the controls and tell you how to use this thing and where everything is and what it all does. So to kick off with, this is the default color every time you open up the app. I would love for the developer to do an update on this. So whatever color you choose, the next time you open it, it remembers it. That would be wonderful because I prefer this color. It's just a bit, and I understand why it is this crazy color because it's named Magma. Yeah, I'm on board, but I do prefer this. It's a bit easier on the eyes. I'd love it if it remembered that the next time you opened it. So that's the only gripe I have with it. So I'm going to say that now. Another cool thing about this, which I love about apps that make it easier for you and me to understand how these things work, is when you can see a little question mark down the bottom here. Now you can see when I click the little question mark, it puts a little dash through it, and which means it's the help menu's not on. And when the dash is not through it, we have a help menus, which means when I press on buttons now, it tells me what these things do. So if you tap and hold, you can see down the bottom it says disable input envelope, sharpen incoming signal. So this thing's almost like a huge envelope boost kind of thing. You'll notice it's pretty brutal. You need to be pretty careful with it because it can blow your sound out. So probably a good thing to do is to throw a limiter on here. Let's just do that now, just in case I blow the speakers out. And the good thing is, here in AUM, there is a limiter. So I can just pull that down a little bit just to make sure we don't blow your ears out or anything like that. So that is our raw button. And the reason I bring that up is when you go through the presets, some presets have it on and some presets have it off. So you'll be flicking through presets and all of a sudden, massive loudness, which is quite brutal on the ears. So the memory section here, this remembers audio from the past and it blends it in with the present. So it's almost like a field recording in a way, where it takes the incoming sound and then it sends it back through itself to create this cool effect. The next button here is a freeze button. So when you click on this and activate it, whatever sound is being played via this memory section, it will lock and just stay frozen. So you'll get this frozen background. It'll just stay until you unfreeze it. We have a size here. So this is to set the, oh, look at that. You can set the buffer length with the size here. Smaller values are denser, larger. So if I pull it down here, this pulls everything in nice and tight and almost cuts off the sound. But the longer I make it, the more of a drony, atmospheric pad kind of sound you're going to get with the size. So kind of like a reverb, a bigger kind of room, and that ties in with this memory. The rate here is pitch, so you can go up pitch and you can go down in pitch. Let's just set that back to 0. We have an EQ, so a low and high EQ, pretty simple. Temperature applies distortion. It adds higher values and amp modulation. So this, again, the temperature can really blow out the sound. We've got this mid side down here. This is a balance between mid and high, so it alters the stereo image. To the left, it gives it weight, heaviness, and a density. And when you move it to the right, it gives it more air. So in combination with your EQ, you're going to really get some interesting sounds. And of course, you've got your dry mix and your wet mix, which you have total control over. All the parameters are open in here, so you can modulate any of these knobs. You can see here, you can modulate anything with an LFO, anything like that, external keyboard, whatever you want. You can modulate, do all that magical stuff. And here are all your presets. So you can copy presets, you can paste presets, and you have a whole bunch of presets in here to play with. Let's play this guitar and show you what everything does just by playing with the knobs, yeah? So I'll turn it down a little bit. And so all we have really activated at the moment is the size. So you can hear straight away, big ethereal sound. Excuse me, damn, this coffee. I had 2 coffees today and it's not working. So you can hear nice, big ethereal sound. Let's bring in the memory knob. And what this is doing now is taking the size of that and shooting it back through itself. So it's taking the present sound and the past sound and pushing it back through to the present. Almost like it's looping it through, yeah? And the higher I put it up, the longer this is going to go. Really nice sounds. Now, if I pull the size down over here, you'll notice it pulled back on this ethereal sound. I'm going to take out the dry mix. I'm going to give it some temperature. Now if we pull back the memory, it'll get louder, right? So think of it like a reverb in a way. You know, when you're recording into a DAW, and the more reverb you add to like a vocal track, the vocals get lower in the mix, yeah? Because the reverb is taking up so much space, it takes out of the actual mix. It pulls the vocals down in the mix. Yeah, the temperature is saturation or distortion, whatever you want to call it. So if we pull down this memory, now we've got this crazy rhythmic stuff going on. And with our EQ, show you this mid and side. We'll bring these EQs back and show you what the mid and side does. So you can hear it gives it a real thickness to the left. And over to the right-hand side, we're getting more air in there. Let's have a look at the pitch shifter and see what that does. And we can bring back in the guitar now. Let's give it a little bit of size. Hey, Clayton Von Kluge. So you can see as soon as we turn this size up, all that ethereal sound comes back and we get these beautiful, big, spacey sounds. Hey, Darren Anderson, what's going on? All right, so now I'm going to hit this raw button and it's going to get loud. So I'm going to have to back it off a bit and you'll see what I mean. Let's take out the dry. And what happens when you hit the freeze button? This. So now that's frozen. That background effect, what's happening underneath, the wet mix is completely frozen until we undo this. So you can see that raw button really kicks it into overdrive. Really gets quite loud. But really beautiful for ethereal sounds. All right, so let's throw it on this glockenspiel that we've got here. I'll show you what's going on with this, just to show you a difference in sound. So I've got this running through Euclidean. You can hear straight away we've got this Really outrageous distortion going on. Hello, Robbie. Let's try a different glockenspiel. Right, so we'll go through some presets and you'll see as soon as that raw button comes on, things get crazy. Now we're listening to a David Lynch soundtrack. Just to give you an idea of what it sounds like without the effect. Let's go through another preset. So the other thing to remember, turning up the memory here all the way is pretty much almost the same thing as just hitting the freeze button. So as you can imagine, adding some other really cool sound design stuff to this, like something like AB Vortex. Really beautiful. Let's try some different presets. Hi, Joe. So this is the guitar. Shall we try it on some drums? Let's bring in some drums here. With drums, what's really interesting, you get some really interesting resonating sounds happening with this. Really cool textures. So these are just the drums now. Really cool stuff. Hello to Many Vibes. Hello to Seth. Hope you're doing well. Have I missed anyone who's here? I think I got you all. I'm going to scroll up. What I'm going to do last is open up something interesting. So I'm going to open up the project that I have for the next show, which is coming up as soon as I end this one. So we'll end this in about 15 minutes. And then 10 minutes afterwards, there'll be a second show today. So I'm just going to go in and, where are we? We want Magma noise demo. So I've taken the project for the next show that I'm doing, but I'm running it through something completely different. So you won't hear what's going on. Hopefully this will work. So what I have here is a whole bunch of instruments with some Euclideans and a piano and some things, all going through this last track here, which has Beat Cutter running. Beat Cutter's amazing. And then I've got Magma on the end of this today. Hello, Mars Capone. And so we're going to hit play, and Beat Cutter's going to take all these sounds and start to create something interesting, I hope. So you can see everything's playing now. We just need Beat Cutter to do its thing. Here we go. If you haven't seen my show on Beat Cutter, go and have a look. It is just nuts. It's what it does. It just takes sounds and mangles the absolute shit out of them. So now we're going to add Magma. Let's see if we can create some nice sound design. Thanks, Thomas. There's a link for Beat Cutter. So now we're totally just running a wet mix from Beat Cutter. We'll bring in this dry mix. There you go. Pretty crazy stuff. Really, really beautiful stuff for sound design, soundscapes. You can do so much cool. Yeah, Mononoke as well. I could. What have we got? 7 minutes? Let's clear that out. We'll throw Mononoke on. And Mononoke. And we'll get this going. So this is wonderful drone. If you haven't seen my show on Mononoke, it's beautiful. So it's a self-sustaining kind of drone. Really beautiful stuff. Thanks, Thomas. You rock. Get it? So beautiful for textures. Love it, love it, love it. Let's get rid of that. So that's that for today. Let's jump out of here. I've got another show to do. That is Magma. As I said at the beginning of the show, it's $2.99. Super cheap. Fun for all of your sound textures and sound design. It's lovely by K Devices. I paid for this myself. I just bought this. You know, it wasn't anything I got from the developer. It's $3. Actually, it's $5 in Australia. So it's a double show today, Pete. I'm going to jump off this and you'll be dumped straight over to the next show. If you just give me 10 minutes, I'll be back. We'll be taking a look at Bubbles by Audio Thing, and another really, really interesting sound design app. Really cool. And again, super cheap. Very, very cheap. So, yeah, hopefully I'll see you all over at the next show, which is in about, 13 minutes' time, or 10 minutes by the time I finish this. Hey, if you hit the like on the way out, that would be really awesome. It does help the channel. If you're not subscribed, you're watching on the replay, please subscribe. It does help. And you can always hit the bell. Is that the first time I've ever said hit the bell? I don't know. Yeah, do it. It helps. All that kind of fancy stuff. And if you like this app, go and grab it, you know. And if you don't like it, don't. There's no need to go over and tell everybody how much you hate it. It's not necessary. If it works for you, it works for you. Apps aren't Pokemon. You don't need them all. You just get the ones that help you make music that makes you happy. All right, that is it for this show. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. And we'll all rise together. And I'll see you in about 10 minutes' time. Or, if you're watching this on the replay, some other time. All right. Let's do it. Hit the music, bitch. Boom.
We'll all rise together, 'cause you make me shine better. And we'll all rise together